We all know someone who believes that winning the lottery would magically fix every problem in their life. For the sake of this story, let's call him Bob. Bob is the kind of person who buys a ticket every week, convinced that one day, luck will finally turn his way and all his worries will disappear. Bob spends his days imagining a world where his old car never breaks down, his toast pops up perfectly golden every morning, and even his mischievous cat suddenly becomes a feline Einstein. In his mind, money is the answer to every little annoyance and every big dream. But here's a true story that takes this fantasy to the next level. There was a man who actually won millions in the lottery. He went on a wild spending spree, buying everything he'd ever wanted, including a solid gold back scratcher, which, believe it or not, had been his lifelong dream. It sounds ridiculous, but for him, it was the ultimate symbol of success. Yet just a week after his big win, reality crashed in. His daughter's beloved hamster, Sir Reginald Fluffington, managed to escape from its cage. Suddenly, the man who had everything was thrown into a panic. The gold, the cars, the mansion, none of it mattered compared to the tiny, furry friend his daughter adored. He wandered through his enormous mansion, surrounded by luxury, but feeling completely helpless. The expensive art, the designer furniture, and even that gold back scratcher seemed meaningless as he watched his daughter's tears. Determined to make things right, he spent days searching every nook and cranny, crawling on the floor, and even hiring a team of people to help. He was desperate to bring back the smile to his daughter's face, realizing that her happiness was worth more than any luxury he could buy. Soon, the whole neighborhood got involved. People called out for Sir Reginald, shook bags of sunflower seeds, and checked every possible hiding spot. What started as a family crisis turned into a community mission, bringing neighbors together in a way that no amount of money ever could. When they finally found the little escape artist hiding behind the washing machine, the celebration was enormous. There were hugs, high fives, laughter, and even a few happy tears. The relief and joy in the room were absolutely priceless. Later, the millionaire reflected on the experience. He said that seeing his daughter's face light up and feeling the warmth of his neighbor's support was worth more than any lottery jackpot. In that moment, he realized that true wealth isn't measured in dollars, but in the love and connection we share with others. It's a perfect reminder for all of us. We spend so much time chasing after big, shiny dreams, fancy cars, huge houses, and the next big thing, believing that happiness is just one lucky breakaway. But real happiness often sneaks up on us in the smallest, most unexpected moments, like the joy of finding a lost hamster, or the laughter shared with family and friends over something silly. It's about the connections we build, the relief we feel when things work out, and the joy that comes from being surrounded by people who care. These are the moments that truly matter, and they're worth more than anything money can buy. Too often we get distracted by the pursuit of more money, more stuff, more status. We forget to notice the simple joys right in front of us, the ones that make life meaningful. So maybe, just maybe, happiness isn't about holding the winning lottery ticket at all. Maybe it's about letting go of the idea that we need more to be happy and appreciating what we already have. Maybe it's about cherishing the people, and yes, even the hamsters, we love. It's about the bonds we form, the memories we create, and the little moments that fill our hearts. Because at the end of the day, those are the things that truly matter. That's something no amount of money can ever buy, no matter how many lottery tickets you scratch. True happiness is found in the little things. The laughter, the hugs, the shared adventures, and the love that fills our lives every single day. What is happiness really? It's not just one thing, it's a mix. Scientists say there are two main types: in-the-moment joy and overall life satisfaction. The first is that spark of pleasure, like eating cake or dancing to your favorite song. It's fun, but it doesn't last forever. The second is the big picture, feeling content with your life, having purpose, and good relationships. It's the cozy blanket, not the firework. You need both for real happiness. But how do we measure it? Not with a thermometer. Researchers ask people questions: how satisfied are you with your life, or did you laugh a lot yesterday? These surveys, like the World Happiness Report, check in with people all over the world. Turns out happiness is a global conversation. And it's more than just a feeling, it's a way of living. So, does more money make you happier? It's a question that's been asked for generations, and it's easy to see why. We all imagine that a bigger paycheck or a sudden windfall could be the secret to a life filled with laughter and joy. But is it really that simple? The answer is yes, at least up to a certain point. Money can absolutely make a difference, especially when you don't have enough of it to cover the basics. If you're struggling to pay bills, keep the lights on, or put food on the table, every extra dollar brings real relief. It's not just about buying things, it's about reducing stress, feeling safe, and knowing you can take care of yourself and your loved ones. That sense of security is priceless. It's about having a roof over your head, a warm meal, and the peace of mind that comes from stability. But once your basic needs are met, something interesting happens. The happiness boost from each extra dollar starts to shrink. Think of it like eating pizza. The first slice when you're hungry is incredible, maybe even life-changing. But by the time you're on your 8th slice, it's just not as exciting anymore. The thrill fades, and you start to realize that more isn't always better. Research backs this up. Studies show that happiness tends to plateau around $75,000 a year, though this number can shift depending on where you live and your personal circumstances. Beyond that, the link between money and happiness gets weaker. After you reach that comfort zone, more money doesn't add much to your day-to-day joy. You might be able to buy fancier things or take more expensive vacations, but the deep sense of happiness you feel doesn't really grow. A billionaire isn't 1,000 times happier than someone who has enough to live comfortably. In fact, sometimes chasing more can even add stress or take away from the simple pleasures in life. They just have more things, more stuff to manage, more decisions to make, and sometimes more worries. So, yes, money matters until it doesn't. Once you're comfortable and your needs are met, chasing after more won't necessarily make you any happier. True contentment comes from other places. The real question is, what do you do with what you have? How do you spend your time, and who do you share it with? These choices often matter more than your bank balance, because happiness isn't about the number in your bank account. It's about the experiences you create, the relationships you nurture, and the meaning you find in everyday moments. It's about how you live your life, how you connect, laugh, and grow with others. Those are the things that truly fill your days with joy, and that's something money can't always buy. In the end, it's the simple, meaningful moments that bring the most giggles and the deepest happiness. So you've reached the comfort zone, bills paid, fridge full, life's good. But chasing more money doesn't always bring more happiness. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill. We get used to new things fast. That raise feels great, until it becomes the new normal. Then, we want more, always running but never arriving. Lottery winners often end up no happier, sometimes even less so, after the excitement fades. Why? Because our brains compare, someone always has more. The keeping up with the Joneses game never ends. True contentment comes from appreciating what you have, not from chasing what you don't. Happiness isn't about having more. It's about being satisfied right now. If money isn't the secret to happiness, what is? Relationships. Think about your best memories. They probably involve other people. A Harvard study tracking people for 80 years found the biggest predictor of happiness wasn't wealth or health. It was close relationships. We're wired for connection. Having people you trust who accept your weirdness is a superpower. Good relationships buffer stress and double our joy. It's not about having hundreds of friends, it's about having a few you can truly count on. These are the people who show up when you need them and celebrate your wins. Nurturing these bonds, with family, friends, or community, is the best investment in happiness. So focus on quality, not quantity. The real MVPs of happiness are the people who make you feel seen and loved. That's what matters most. And it's free. Got some extra cash? Science says, spend it on experiences, not things. That new gadget will fade into the background, but a great trip or a fun night out becomes a story you'll tell for years. Experiences shape who we are. The happiness starts before the event, with anticipation, and lasts long after through memories. Even small experiences count: a picnic, a new recipe, a day trip. You don't need to spend big, just be present and savor the moment. Experiences connect us to others and ourselves. They're happiness that keeps on giving. So next time you're tempted to buy something, ask, will this be a memory or just more stuff? Choose the story. Collect moments, not things. That's the real return on investment. And it's what you'll remember. Make your money count for happiness. Here's a happiness hack. Do something nice for someone else. Science calls it the helper's high. Giving feels good. It doesn't have to be big. Buy a coffee for someone, give a compliment, volunteer an hour. Small acts of kindness ripple out, making you and others feel better. Studies show people who spend money on others are happier than those who spend it on themselves. Generosity connects us, gives us purpose, and reminds us we're all in this together. Being kind is one of the best ways to boost your own happiness. The joy you give comes right back to you. So give a little. It goes a long way. Happiness grows when you share it. Time for some quick happiness facts. Smiling, even if you fake it, can actually make you feel happier. Try it. Spending time in nature lowers stress and boosts mood. Just 20 minutes in a park helps. Practicing gratitude rewires your brain to focus on the positive. Keep a gratitude journal. Noticing small joys like a great parking spot or your favorite song adds up. Countries that eat lots of fish, like Japan and Iceland, have lower depression rates, maybe thanks to omega-3s. Taking care of your body, good food, exercise, sleep, helps your mind too. Happiness isn't just in your head, it's in your habits. Little changes make a big difference. So smile, get outside and say thanks. Your brain will thank you, and you'll feel better too. So, how can you be happier? Starting now? The good news is, you don't need to buy anything, travel far, or wait for a special occasion. Happiness is something you can create, right where you are, with what you already have. First, invest in your relationships. Call a friend, plan a dinner, make time for people who matter. Even a quick message or a shared laugh can brighten your day and theirs. Human connection is one of the most powerful sources of joy, and it's available to all of us every single day. Second, practice gratitude. Each day, think of 3 things you're thankful for, big or small. Maybe it's a warm cup of coffee, a kind word from a stranger, or simply the sun shining through your window. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already wonderful in your life. Third, choose experiences over things. Go to a concert, learn something new, explore your town. Experiences create lasting memories and stories you'll cherish, long after the moment has passed. They connect you to others and to yourself in ways that material things simply can't. Collect memories, not just possessions. Flip through old photos, reminisce with friends, or start a new adventure. The moments you share and the memories you make will outlast any object you could buy. And finally, be kind. Let someone go ahead in line, give a compliment, volunteer. Small acts of kindness ripple outward, lifting not just others but your own spirits too. Kindness is contagious, and it's one of the simplest ways to make the world and your day a little brighter. Helping others is the fastest way to boost your own happiness. When you give your time, your attention, or your care, you create a sense of purpose and connection that money can't buy. Remember, happiness isn't a destination or a number in your bank account. It's not about reaching some perfect milestone or owning the latest gadget. It's about how you live, how you think, and how you treat yourself and others. It's a practice, small, intentional choices every day. Setting a positive intention in the morning, making a healthy breakfast, or simply pausing to breathe can set the tone for a happier day. You don't need a lottery ticket or a gold back scratcher. Chasing after luck or luxury won't bring lasting joy. True happiness is built from the inside out, not bought from a store. You just need to focus on what matters. Start now, no purchase necessary. The best things in life really are free. Love, laughter, and time spent with those you care about. Appreciate the now, not just the someday. Savor the little joys, the quiet mornings, the spontaneous laughter. Life is happening right now. Don't let it pass you by while you wait for something bigger. Happiness is built, not bought. Like planting seeds or laying a foundation, it grows with care, patience, and daily effort. Every small step adds up to a life that feels richer and more meaningful. And the best part? You can start today. Every sunrise is a new chance to choose happiness, to try again, and to build the life you want. So go ahead, make your own luck. Take a small step, set a new intention, or simply smile at a stranger. You have more power than you think. Your happiest life is waiting. All you have to do is begin, no purchase necessary.